When you hear the word pyramid, what's the first image that pops into your head? Probably something specific, right? But what if that's only one single piece of a much, much bigger story? A story that stretches across the entire globe and maybe, just maybe, hints at a shared ancient design.
Okay, let's get into it.
Millennia, the Egyptian pyramids have been it. They are the ultimate symbol of ancient monumental architecture. We're talking about feats of engineering that still kind of boggle the mind. These massive structures of stone and sand that just seem to defy time itself. But are they really one of a kind? A singular wonder born just from the Nile? Because what if I told you that the pyramids of Egypt aren't unique at all? What if this iconic shape is actually part of a pattern, a theme that keeps showing up in ancient cultures all over the world, many of whom had absolutely no known contact with each other? So, first things first, let's expand our map. Because once you really start looking for them, you realize pyramids are, well, they're pretty much everywhere.
Okay, check this out. On the left, you're looking at a ziggurat from ancient Mesopotamia, one of the earliest pyramid-like structures ever built. And on the right, thousands of years later and thousands of miles away, that's El Castillo in Mexico. Look at them. Both are stepped pyramids, both with temples right on top. It's a shared design separated by an entire ocean and millennia of time.
And the sheer diversity is just astounding. You've got the steep, sharp pyramids of Nubia in what is now Sudan, and then on the complete other side of the world, you have the massive, sprawling terraces of the Borobudur Temple in Indonesia. Totally different styles, different materials, but the same fundamental geometric idea is right there.
And the list just keeps going and going. Igbo cultures in Nigeria, they built pyramids from clay. Native American societies built these huge earthen platform mounds. Over in India, giant granite temple pyramids were constructed. You can even find terraced structures built from lava rock on the island of Tenerife. It's a genuinely global phenomenon.
So here's a number that's probably going to surprise you. 220. What is that? That's the number of known pyramids in Sudan. Yeah, you heard that right. Sudan, not Egypt, is actually home to the most pyramids in the entire world. That single fact completely reframes how we should think about these structures.
So, obviously, this raises a huge question. We've got pyramid-like structures on pretty much every continent, built by cultures that were completely disconnected. How is that even possible? Is it just a massive coincidence? Or is there some deeper connection we're missing?
This is really the heart of the mystery. With no internet, no shared language, no proof they ever even met, why did so many civilizations independently land on this exact architectural form? Well, the answer might not be in what they built, but in how they built it. Turns out there seems to be a hidden clue in their orientation. And that clue has a name: true north alignment. This is the practice of building a structure so its sides line up almost perfectly with the planet's cardinal directions. And listen, we're not talking roughly north. We are talking about incredible, almost unbelievable precision. This shared, meticulous focus on the cosmos seems to be the crucial link.
All right, so let's dig into the data. A study in the journal Actus Scientific actually did a comparative analysis of pyramid alignments across 5 continents. And, well, the findings are pretty stunning.
The study highlights a pretty controversial structure in Visoko, Bosnia, and Herzegovina called Visičića Hill. Now, to be clear, it looks like a tree-covered hill, and most geologists consider it a natural formation. But the researchers behind this particular study identify it as the Bosnian Pyramid of the Sun, pointing to its geometric shape and, most importantly for our story, its orientation. Let's just look at the raw numbers. The Great Pyramid of Giza, which is like the gold standard for ancient precision, is off true north by about 3 arc minutes. A large pyramid like Tomb in China, it's off by about 27 arc minutes. But, according to the surveys cited in this study, the Bosnian pyramid shows a deviation of only 12 arcseconds. Now, to put that in perspective, an arcsecond is 1/60th of an arc minute. That is a truly mind-blowing level of accuracy.
The study really doesn't mince words. It states that this structure shows one of the most precise cardinal alignments ever recorded in ancient architecture. That finding alone suggests that whoever built it had an incredibly advanced understanding of geodesy, the science of Earth's geometry.
And here's how they support that claim.
On the left, you see the hill as it looks today. But look at the right. That's a LiDAR scan from the study. LiDAR is basically a kind of laser mapping that can see right through the trees and topsoil. The researchers argue that this data reveals the unmistakable geometric shape and cardinal orientation of a massive structure hidden right underneath. Okay, so if this principle of cosmic alignment is potentially found in Egypt, China, and Bosnia, does it show up anywhere else? Let's take another quick trip around the globe and see.
Over in Sudan, the focus was often on the rising sun. The chapels that are attached to the Nubian pyramids, they were consistently built to face east, directly linking their sacred rituals to the daily solar cycle. So it's not strictly true north, but it is another very clear case of celestial alignment.
Now, let's jump across the Atlantic to the ancient North American city of Cahokia. We find the exact same logic. The entire city, including its massive centerpiece, the earthen structure known as Monk's Mound, was laid out along the cardinal axes. They literally built cosmic order right into their city plan. And in Mesoamerica, you see this fascinating adaptation of the principle. You've got structures like El Castillo at Chichen Itza, which are famous for how they align with solar events, like the equinox sun creating a snake of light down the steps. Then at Tikal, Temple I's mean stairway faces the rising sun. Here, they often blended cardinal directionality with their complex calendars and solar observations.
So, what does all this mean? I mean, really, when you start connecting these dots, a pretty remarkable picture begins to form.
From the stone pyramids of Giza to the earthen mounds of Cahokia, from China to Bosnia, you see this recurring principle, this shared idea. It really seems that ancient builders all across the world had this profound motivation to anchor their most important structures to the cosmos itself, using the cardinal directions as their guide. Which, of course, leaves us with the ultimate question. Did all of these different cultures independently develop this sophisticated understanding of astronomy and geodesy just to arrive at the exact same conclusion? Or does this pattern hint at something more? Something like a lost ancient science, a kind of global blueprint for how to build a sacred space? The evidence we've seen suggests the pattern is just too consistent to be a simple coincidence. These pyramids might not just be tombs or temples. They could be markers of a global system of knowledge that we are only just beginning to understand. And it makes you wonder, right? What other secrets of our ancient past are just hiding in plain sight, waiting for us to finally connect the dots?